I still didn't want to play Zoo, so I decided to play Demise.deck. What's up, you guys? Sim here with a new video today. I'm here to bring you guys true Draco Demise deck profile. You guys asked for it. I'm going to produce it for you guys. This deck's pretty insane. This was one of the newest decks I picked up recently in the game. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with true Draco. Like, I knew it was good. I knew Diagram was insane. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go the Zoo route, if I wanted to go the True King Dinosaur, if I wanted to just go the good old Demise route. And I've played Card Demise decks in the past. You guys know I played Klee, I played Yosenju Stun. I've played, decks that incorporate Card Demise, and I honestly just love the card. So I thought I'm going to go with this build. You guys asked for it, and I actually really like it. I'm still learning to play it, but I like it. I'm just going to show you guys what I made. I've talked to several people about the deck, so this is what we came up with. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. Really simple, straightforward list though. I think this is just, I got this list from a lot of, just asking a lot of questions and stuff, and it just got me, so far it's been bringing me a lot of success because it is very good against Zoo and it can play through a lot of things. So we're just going to get to the monsters. So it's a low monster count, of course, we're playing Demise, but it is, of course, 3 masterpiece. Card is just ridiculous, whatever you tribute it's unaffected by. It's just insane. If Paleo was, it basically killed Paleo just by itself because you tribute trap, you basically just win. It's just really good. One thing, don't summon it, don't start with it. You actually want to start with this guy, Dynamite Knuckle, because this card searches all your traps and you can activate them immediately. It's cool, just like this one too, the Maiden. They both activate during either player's turn. She searches monsters, he searches the traps. Just really, really solid being able to, set them directly because the Reborn card is awesome, and even the Apocalypse is great because you can, sack stuff off, pop stuff with when the trap or spell hits the grave, and then, continue your plays and interrupt them on their turn. So yeah, that's all the monsters I play. It's only 7 monsters. It's pretty generic. If you look at a lot of the OCG lists, you just want a low monster count, and you can just search everything and draw a lot of cards, so your monster count is just low. A masterpiece is usually just the finishing blow. On to the spells, probably the best card. Diagram, self-explanatory. 3 copies of Heritage. Your draw card. You can draw like 3 a turn depending on how you play your cards and how you set up your combos. And then 3 Disciples. The Pot of Avarice for the deck, shuffle back, draw 1, pretty good. I think all of these are obviously staple. I feel like you just need to max out on all of them because that's what you use to summon your guys, so I just feel that that's definitely staple. And then on to pretty much the draw engine of the deck. 3 card of Demise, namesake of the deck, True King Demise. This card is just insane. You guys already know. You can set so many cards as bluffs and then just draw into what you need and then continue playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Just remember that when you activate it, you can't do any more damage, and you need to keep that in mind because you do need to do damage in order to, obviously win. But this card just accelerates your game, especially going first. So, card is great, and it's one of the most ridiculous top decks in the game. 3 copies of Duality, same thing. You don't special summon, so this card is just really good. Outside of the trap, and you're always activating the trap usually during your opponent's turn, so this card is just really good. And then to search Diagram, 3 terraforming, so in reality we have 6 field spells. And then on to just some cool cards. I played 2 copies of Chalice. I really, really like this card. I'm actually thinking of playing 3. This card is just so good against Zoo, so good against the mirror match. Like, it helps you play through Dryden and play through anything that might get in your way. Really good going first or second. It's really good, obviously, going second against Zoo because you just bait the Dryden and then you just play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I think the card's really good. I could definitely see myself bumping it to 3. In the future. And then one-ofs, I've got Upstart because the deck has to be 39. I play one Raigeki. Back and forth on this card. I like it because it's really good against Zoo. A lot of times, though, if they have my body as a shield, it kind of sucks, but I feel like it's pretty good. It's worth playing. If I end up cutting it, I might main Cosmic Cyclone. It's just something I've been thinking about. I know it's really good against the mirror, but you have MSTs built into your True King card, so I just felt that it might be better just to, play a board wipe and then play Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah. And then the one Stormforth because it's like a Monarch deck, and this card is just insane. It just clears any problematic monster that can get in your way. So that's it for the spells. And then for the traps, I play all 6. I play 3 of the True King's Return and 3 of the True King's Apocalypse. So this is basically your Call of the Haunted, Monster Reborn, whatever you want to call it, and your Shrink. What's cool about them both is that they're also escalations, so that you get additional tribute summons, so that's really, really cool. I like it a lot. And, you know, the same thing with the spell. The same thing with the spells, so those cards are really cool. You have escalations upon escalations upon escalations with this deck, so I really like it. What I like about Apocalypse is you can just shrink anything that's huge, you know, tribute off one of your spells, or usually it's your spells or even a trap or whatever, and then you can just pop stuff because they resolve engrave, so I think it's just really cool. It's pretty standard though. I max out on them though because you want them as tribute fodder for your guys so that you can just do multiple things. And then I just round out the deck with 3 strike and 1 skill drain. Strike I just really like because I feel it's like one of the best traps right now. Like going first, you want it because you set up a board or even just summon Dynamite Knuckle, back it up with a strike, their turn usually ends and then you just play Yu-Gi-Oh again. I mean, granted, Zoo has Barrage, Zoo has other cards, and you would think D-Barrier would be better, but honestly, like, D-Barrier is not that great right now. It's definitely a side deck card. Skill Drain is just an absolute blowout because, I mean, you just beat them down to death with this card. This card is nuts, and in testing, this card has just been pretty much an auto win. So yeah, so that is actually the deck, you guys. It's 40 cards, 39 if you count the Upstart. Now, what I'm going to say about this deck is that you have 2 ways of playing it. You can play with an extra deck or without an extra deck. Now, there are upsides to both, you know, upsides, downsides to both. So upside to playing an extra deck, you can play stuff like this, an M7, a Utopia, a Gaia Charger. You can play multiple of them because of Lithogasm. These are the only ones, honestly, you might summon because of the levels. I think you have ways to make 5s depending on what you side deck, but these are like the main ones. This can make everything 0. You can punch over stuff. You just put this over M7 or whatever, and, you know, you just deal damage. You know, it's just extra, I guess, win conditions, you could say. I'm sure there's other stuff like strike bounds and other stuff like that, but in all honesty, in testing, this has been like one of the only things I've summoned. In all honesty, like the extra deck space, I mean, honestly, you don't even really play an extra deck for this, so it's hard to say. And another option is if you decide I'm just not going to play an extra deck, I don't want to play an extra deck, then you can of course play the tried and true Domain. So that does give you another option because Domain plus any of these guys is just insane. They're tribute summon, you lock out the extra deck, they better have an out, is all I can say. So it definitely gives you another option, you know, to how you want to build this deck. But yeah, that is the deck, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to, you know, smash that like button. Give me any suggestions of how to make the deck better. Do you feel Cyclone should be in the main deck? I'm really, you know, thinking about it that it should be. Just depending on what cards I'd cut. Like I said, I'd possibly take out Raigeki and possibly, you know, make some changes. Another thing, I did not play Pot of Desires. I don't like that card at all in this deck. I never want to see it. I know people like it because it lets you draw 2, and sometimes the banish doesn't matter, but let me tell you, like, in a 40 card deck, playing, you know, a deck like this, even though you can search stuff and whatnot, Desires can really hurt you at times. So for right now, I'm not playing it. It might be something I might try in the future, but for now, I just don't like it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thank you for watching.